In today's Inbox Audit, we're helping a new bookkeeping customer get set up. We cover where admins and owners can go to oversee everything, how to set up different response time thresholds for different clients, and how to manage your signatures. Let's get into it.
Our managers are loving Missive because things are more assigned to them. They're able to see them, they're able to snooze them, keep up to date with stuff. But I think it's more this call is going to be for us in figuring out how can we properly see everything. Every client uses the support email, so all 50 plus clients are emailing. We get plenty of those that come through the day, so it's really just maintaining from there.
Where can I see all the emails that everyone is working on? Lewis explains the task view and how you can pin certain views.
The task view is the place where you see what is assigned to everyone. By playing with the filter button, status button, or ordering button, you can see the same data in different ways. So you can see by status, like to do, in progress, closed, or by due dates if you were using that, etc. Let's say you monitor Becky's work closely because she handles important cases. You can click on the pin button underneath status. That would create a new item in your sidebar where it's a filtered view of what Becky is working on in the support inbox.
All right, now we're going to move on to maintaining response times, also known as service level agreements. Amber and Carissa has a dedicated label for each client and a rule that labels and tags every incoming email to their respective client label. Our new SLA will be built on top of their existing client rules.
How to prioritize those emails? Manually, you read it and then apply a label, or based on different customers?
It's just based on different customers.
Excellent.
This customer's high priority, so usually gets responses within 24 hours. This customer's a quarterly client, so like response time doesn't have to be immediate.
Click on more on one of the rules, duplicate. And then at the top in the description, can remove copy, and then inside parentheses, you can put SLA. Click on the little arrow to create a new nesting level, and then a plus, exactly, unreplied. Yeah, and then one day. And then we are going to click on assign users, and then select the option notify. And it should be something like, this email has not been replied in 1 day. Please reply immediately, or whatever you want.
So will it notify them,
Becky, or just us?
You can select who should be notified.
Okay.
And then you click on create.
The way that we're seeing this is every time a new client gets onboarded, our VA is going to set up all of these preferences for a new client. So then we're getting the labels, we're getting all of those flowed to the correct people. And then we can set up these notifications for like their priority level to be able to maintain that. So is that kind of a good best practice, is like at onboarding or when something changes?
Yes, I think it's a good practice. You mentioned that you would like to see all these emails that have not been replied in time. So in order to do that, we would need to implement a label. If you want the SLA label, what we would need to do is go back to the rules.
And on that same role we created?
Exactly, we add a new label.
Okay. Oh yeah, label.
So you can click on create new label. I would suggest that you create an organization label so that everyone in Missive can apply it and see it.
Blue screen? Yes.
Yeah.
You could just do SLA for now and I can update it.
Okay.
Now you, as a manager, you want to have that overview of that label. You would click on pin to sidebar and then labels, and then you can search for SLA. Now it's going to be in your sidebar. So every time there's something new, you're not going to get a notification unless you're watching the conversation, unless it is assigned to you, unless someone mentions you. But if none of that is happening, then you won't get a notification and you will see it in that label.
So then that would be what we should encourage the ops manager to do, pin that to their sidebar.
You would need to tell the operations
Yes.
manager to remove the label once it has been answered, so you don't get 1,000 emails that have already been replied to in the SLA label.
Instead of just manually removing this label, Lewis helps create a rule that automatically removes the label once a conversation is closed.
We're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom and then user actions. We're going to click on new action rule, and then the action is going to be conversation closed. Okay, so a description, remove SLA label when closing. The condition is going to be, can you click on action initiator and then conversation state? Closed. Then remove label. Choose label.
Is it going to do this for every conversation that's closed or only the ones that have the SLA on them?
If the label is not there, it cannot remove it. So it is going to remove it from the conversations that have the SLA
Okay.
label.
All right, now we know where to see everything, and we're being automatically notified of response time breaches. The last question that Amber and Carissa had was about sharing signatures.
So this email, if we reply to this email, it's coming from support, it's going to Xenia. It now has Amber's, but we want to send it with mine. How do we adjust that?
Here in the alias section, you have a button that says add alias. Use the same address. So here, the address would be the same, support at. And then the description, here you would name it Amber's signature. When you're clicking on the composer and selecting it, you would know that this is your signature. Then you would click on next. That would send you to the signature menu. Here you would select one of the predefined signatures you created in the past or create a new one with whatever information you want. When drafting a new email, at the top of the draft, you would see the new alias, Amber's signature for the support account.
Okay,
That
so
would
we could probably put their name. So it would just be Amber, but still coming from support will have their signature.
So we could list them out there, Amber's signature, Carissa's signature, Jennifer's signature, and then it would still be coming from support, but just with their information.
Yes.
Okay,
And one
that works.
crucial thing that I missed, can you go back to the support account? Or in this case, no, in your case, Amber, if you click on edit, you would need to share this alias with everyone in the team in case you want everyone to have everyone's signature access or to that specific person.
That's good because sometimes we're like, send this from us. So then Liz could put my signature and send it off because we've given her that access.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to recap, we need to have our executive assistant go into support. She's going to add aliases and she's going to make an alias to support for every single one of the managers, and she's going to physically add their signatures in and give it a name. And then because it's happening on the organization level, it should be across as long as she selects each team member that has access to it.
These are such small details that make a big difference. We hope you enjoyed this inbox audit. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.